What's up guys, LeopoldTheBrave here, and welcome to my wish list for the next Super Smash Bros. Now I know it's going to be a while before we get the next Smash game, and I know Sakurai needs his rest. So this video isn't me saying to hurry up and get another Smash Bros. Game out, this is more just a fun comparison for me, just seeing how much my opinions have changed from before Ultimate came out to now after its supposedly final patch. Just seeing how different my list is based on who actually did get into Smash this time around, and other series I've gotten into in this time period. So with that said, let's take a look at my top 10 most wanted characters for the next Super Smash Bros. Number 10 is the Scout, from Team Fortress 2. Now the Scout has always been one of my most wanted, but he was always just a pipe dream to me. You know, something I knew wasn't going to happen even though I still wanted it really bad. And he still does kind of have that pipe dream energy to me, because as many fan rules and actual setup rules Sakurai has broken with the characters he's put in Ultimate, the one that's still held true is that the characters have had to have appeared on a Nintendo system. Whether it be just a cameo like Cloud had, or an entire game of his own, like Joker just a couple months before his reveal. And the Scout has neither. He's never been on any Nintendo console in any way, shape, or form. But I still do have more hope than I used to. If Sakurai broke this many rules in Ultimate, I wonder which ones he'll break in the next Smash game. Maybe one of those rules could be the appear on a Nintendo console rule. That, along with the skyrocket of TF2 rep requests during Ultimate support, has made me so hopeful that Scout moves from a pipe dream list to my legitimate most wanted. Number 9 is a rep from the Grand Theft Auto series, preferably CJ from San Andreas or Trevor from GTA 5. Now, despite this recently coming to the Switch, it may seem a bit more impossible than Scout, mainly due to GTA's content. But believe it or not, GTA actually isn't banned in Japan. It's heavily censored, but it isn't banned. The use of guns may be a bit much, but there's plenty of other weapons in GTA too. You can hit people with a baseball bat, brass knuckles, you have tear gas. You can even beat people up with monkey wrenches and pool cues. And in an online update, they added laser weapons, like a laser pistol and a laser minigun. They can easily restrict and tweak their moveset to be appropriate for Smash, just like they did for Snake. I don't doubt we're gonna get something Fortnite related in the next Smash, and they already have Minecraft Steve. GTA is just another one of those massive pillars that I think they should get to while they're already at it. It would be loads of fun. Just tell Rockstar to fix the remasters first. Number 8 is Riku from Kingdom Hearts, a slightly more reasonably likely choice. Only slightly, as it would require more negotiations with Disney. But if they did it once, they can do it again. Riku would be a lot of fun. Despite also being a Keyblade user, he has tons of unique powers and abilities that differ greatly from Sora. Especially his darkness-related powers from the earlier games in the series. I can see Riku being slightly faster and slightly stronger than Sora, but he wouldn't have the incredible recovery or movement options or insane combo game. While Sora has the sky covered with his incredible range and combos, Riku would cover the ground, relying on defeating opponents with powerful and fast punishing strikes when they make a mistake. And to make him even more unique and special, they could even give him some weird card move or mechanic based on Kingdom Hearts' Chain of Memories. I don't know exactly how it would work, but Sakurai would find a way. We got Cloud in Smash 4, then Sephiroth in Ultimate, and then we got Sora in Ultimate, so might as well get Riku in the next one. Number 7 is Aaron Ryan from Punch-Out!, and yes, I did that on purpose. We go from a few unrealistic choices to the most realistic choice, as he is a first-party character. Now, if we were going to get another Punch-Out! Character, most people would assume it would be Mr. Sandman, the final boss, or King Hippo, arguably the most iconic Punch-Out! Character, even above Little Mac himself. Some would even say Glass Joe as a funny joke character. But I've actually already made a video on this that you can check out. In terms of moveset potential and overall personality, I think the best choice for another Punch-Out! Rep would be Aaron Ryan. His horseshoes, his boxing glove on a rope flail, his cheating, his number 7 mechanic, his Irish screaming, he'd be so much fun. Not to mention, adding Aaron would also add another villain to the roster. Now don't get me wrong, Mac's other opponents are mean, but they're not exactly evil, they're just boxing and also trying to win, just like Mac himself. But Aaron Ryan is a cheater. He even pranks and torments people outside the ring, so yeah, let the cheater in. Number 6 is Sans Undertale. Ba-da-ba-ba. And yes, I know, he's the funny meme skeleton man. The Mii costume was enough, right? And when the Mii costume first came out, I thought so. Until I actually played Undertale. As it turns out, while yes, Sans is the haha funny quirky skeleton the meme would lead you to believe, he's also a lot more. He's actually surprisingly one of the most interesting and one of the most well-written characters I've ever seen in a video game. I dare not spoil it though, so if you really want to know all about Sans, you're gonna have to play Undertale yourself. but with how popular of a character he is and how good of a character he is, I think he deserves way more than just a Mii costume. Also, despite how incredible Megalovania is, it's not enough. Undertale's soundtrack is full of bangers, so they definitely deserve more music too. Undertale is so good that it was the game that taught me not to hate something just because it's popular. I think it deserves to hang with the big boys. Number 5 is Travis Touchdown, from No More Heroes, a surprisingly likely character as he made it in as a Mii costume. If you've never played No More Heroes, you might not think much of Travis just based off his design. Oh no, another sword user who technically isn't using a sword because it's a lightsaber, even though he's still gonna play like Marth anyways. But don't worry, not only does Travis have an incredibly fun and hilarious personality, but he has tons of unique moves and abilities too. There's the slot machine and roulette mechanic that happens whenever Travis lands a heavy blow that grants him extra power-ups. He can also go into a full armor suit like Iron Man, and he also has a power glove that lets him slow down time, force push his enemies away, create a storm of laser projectiles, and even teleport. He also has a pet cat named Jean that'll hopefully make an appearance in one of his taunts or maybe his victory screen. No More Heroes overall just has a really cool style, and Travis has the personality to back it up. I think he'd be super fun in Smash. Number 4 is Rayman. Alright, now we're getting into the predictable ones. These next few characters aren't going to leave or move around this list anytime soon. Rayman had 3 trophies of his very own series in Smash 4 and even came back as a spirit in Ultimate. He is an icon of the PlayStation, but he was actually originally meant to be on Nintendo, if my gamer trivia memory is correct. And at the start of the last decade, he had a pretty successful reboot. They did especially well on Nintendo consoles. Plus, Nintendo and Ubisoft have a great relationship. Back when I still thought Sora was impossible, Rayman was actually the character I predicted to be the final fighter in Fighters Pass 2. Just from the previously mentioned reasons and how weird it was that he wasn't playable yet. Rayman is a super nostalgic character to me, and he'd have a crazy fun and creative moveset. Let's just hope that when it comes to the next Smash game, he won't strike out. Third time's the charm, am I right? Number 3 is Jin Kazama from Tekken. Originally in this spot, I just had a Tekken rep in general. I didn't care who it was, I just wanted Tekken content in Smash. A character, a stage, and some music. And thankfully, now that we have all of that, I can get a bit more specific. Now, while I did want a Tekken character in general, Jin was always the most preferred one. I find him to be a cooler character than Kazuya, I like his outfits more and his fighting style more. And I just think he'd be a lot more fun to play. Because of his fighting style, many of his attacks cause him to lunge out way further, so he wouldn't have Kazuya's range problem. I could also see him be a bit faster, but also weaker. I know he's technically stronger than Kazuya in the canon, but I mean, a Kazuya that's faster and has better range and with no strength downgrades, that'd be too much. Jin is especially cool because he could both work as either his own fighter with his own moveset and everything, or even be an echo fighter of Kazuya, because in Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag Tournament, Jin actually had a very similar moveset to Kazuya. Just with some Kazuma flair from his mother's side. He'd be like Ken to Ryu. Overall, now that Tekken's on the roster, instead of just having a Mii costume, now I can get more picky. Number 2 is Crash Bandicoot. I can see all of you gasping. What happened to him being number 1? You'll see. Now don't get it twisted. I still want Crash Bandicoot in Smash. A lot. He is still number 2 on the list after all. Crash is a nostalgic childhood hero of mine, and he's still one of my top favorite video game characters of all time. His moveset would also be super creative and lots of fun. Now, oftentimes when Crash is brought up, you'll have someone saying, all he does is jump and spin. But those people have apparently never touched a Crash Bandicoot game in their entire lives, because Crash can do way more than that. He has a Wumpa Fruit bazooka, he has a jetpack, and he has Aku Aku power-ups like using Aku Aku as a surfboard or a shield. And they could even go one step further and give him Titan abilities from Crash of the Titans. Now, with the Activision situation going on, they definitely need to clean up their act before they even deserve a rep in Smash. But that's not all. There's also someone else. Not only is Crash Bandicoot no longer my most wanted character in Smash, but my new number 1 is an Xbox rep? I can hear ya. What? Leo, where's your head? Well, 1, shut up. Console wars are stupid. And 2, I didn't have a second thing. Anyways. My number 1 most wanted character for the next Super Smash Bros. Is Rasputin Aquato from Psychonauts. I just got into the Psychonauts series a few months ago, and I'm already in love with it. And it isn't just recency bias taking over either. These games are legitimately fantastic. The story, the gameplay, the characters, the music, the level design, everything about the series is wonderful. And there's a reason its latest entry, Psychonauts 2, is nominated for 5 different Game of the Year awards, some of which it'll hopefully win tonight. But not only is it a top tier series, but its protagonist, Rasputin, is a great character as well. He's extremely charming and funny and overall very likable, and he's voiced by the one and only Richard Horvitz, also known as Invader Zim. And he'd be extremely fun to play with his unique moveset provided by his psychic abilities. Now I know what you're thinking when I said psychic abilities, but no, he wouldn't be a Ness clone. In fact, I'm so confident about his uniqueness and moveset potential that I'm going to make an entire video about it. Not just his special attacks, everything. But overall, those are my top 10 most wanted characters for the next Super Smash Bros. What are your top 10, and how different are they from when Ultimate launched? Or even before Ultimate's launch? Be sure to tell me and I'll check them out in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys next time. Leopold the Brave, out.